Hi. I was sent a statement about Ray Higdon from someone who wants to remain anonymous, and I'm going to respect that. And I'm going to share it with you. So my name is Julie Anderson. I'm one of the whistleblowers from the coaching cult called Rank Makers. And I've been speaking out since December 2021. And I've been very happy to see a number of rank makers wake up and exit. It's hard for people to wake up and exit from this coaching cult because in order for them to do it, they pretty much, I said that weird, do it, they have to wake up from multi-level marketing at the same time. So that in itself is so difficult and it can take years. It took me, I was in for 5 years. It took me a year and a half of having a lot of bad things happen to me and then starting to think critically for the first time and start to take in additional information, contrary information, people that I had been coached to believe were haters before I was able to wake up. So in multi-level marketing, most people are going to lose money. This is a fact. This is how these scams are designed. But when you're in multi-level marketing, you really believe that it's not a trap, that because there are a few people that make a lot of money, therefore it's not a scam. It's legitimate and you can achieve time and money freedom if only you work on yourself, keep being consistent, show up powerfully, on and on it goes. People in multi-level marketing are ripe for the picking for multi-level marketing coaches because most are doomed to lose money. And so it's natural for them to think, there must be something wrong with me. I better get a multi-level marketing coach. So that's where a group like Rank Makers comes in. And at some point, and I don't know if it's going to be sooner or long after I'm gone 100 years from now, but this story will blow up because of what has gone on in this group Rank Makers. And I'm doing my part to make as much content as I can stomach most days. It was helpful for me to speak out, create content. And it's also helped others as they've exited or as they're starting to question, see somebody standing up against the abuse and calling it out and breaking it down, showing irreverence, using humor. It was important for me to see people calling out the multi-level marketing company I was with, Mon8. It shrunk down like the huge scariness of these organizations. And I know that if I felt that people watching my content, there's a good chance they're going to feel similarly to me because we were all a part. So many of us, thousands and thousands of us have been involved in Rank Makers over the years. So with that in mind, this is the statement. Ray wants all to live in his world, one that necessitates us to regularly improve. On any given day, you will hear about any number of aspects of life that one could do and should do better. There can be some practical wisdom found in incessant self-help ideas, but cleverness is not wisdom. Cleverness means you know lots more techniques than others and can sometimes use those different strategies to get things done, whether productive or manipulative, when others cannot. Ray portrays this as wisdom, but wisdom is knowing how we are made to live and finding a clearer path towards it. Wisdom, however, costs. Cleverness is self-congratulatory. Wisdom means surrender, while cleverness means taking more for oneself. Do not equate cleverness with competency. Knowing how to do something well is a gift. But if that gift is focused on me, my improvement, and my demonstration of prowess to the world, then it feeds a lie that I can be self-sufficient. There are many difficulties in this approach, not the least being that it is destructive to all kinds of relationships and can blind people to what is good and true. However, one key aspect of self-focused, aspirational, and actual cleverness is that it is tiring, because it is impossible to sustain as such an effort is predicated on a lie. Ray's ego is still focused on, I'll prove everyone wrong, which requires him to bury the truth and propagate the lie disguised as wisdom. I'm sure he keeps these truths out of discussions or disguises them, particularly since now he wants others to believe he is a surrogate savior of society, prophet. He creates alarmism and then pretends to rescue the hurting from the pain of his making. The contrast is perhaps a fitting description of the maturity he needs to improve, but he would need to reject the self-focused self-efforts of self-sustainability that defines his life, which is a dark place he can't truly confront and resolve authentically, because everything would fall apart and he would lose the control he needs as a cult leader. I watched the My Apology to God video, and it is just a prop, one that buys more time to promote his cleverness as wisdom. This one statement alone at 18 minutes and 46 seconds in What I Do Know, if my mission now is to bring you no glory to him, is very revealing. There is the definitive use of the word no, that is cleverness disguised as wisdom, followed by if, which is doubt, no belief, and non-committal. And last, the use of him instead of God is a revelation of a lie, stunt, prop. There are several in the video, along with the nonverbal clues, which as a born-again Christian should indicate surrender, but does not. What is also not so stunning, alarming, are the comments. The comments are virtue signaling and a sad testimony on authentic Christian faith. And unfortunately, they prop up Ray. But that's the result and shadows how evangelical Christianity has been hijacked to look to the church, prophets for authority, and Ray wants a part of that action. Ray now has another temporary protective barrier to objections. You must be Satan. And although an authentic Christian could provide nuggets of wisdom, he chooses and interprets scriptures that he thinks will keep the cleverness and grift hidden. When this energy runs out, and it will eventually, then he won't have any place else to turn to. This would be the prime time to follow through on his self-professed suicide attempts. If you've been a part of Rank Makers, you're starting to wake up. You've somehow stumbled across this video. Maybe you had dealings with Ray in the past and you're coming across my content for the first time. I don't know what I was a part of. I do know that I want to speak out and I want to warn others. And I want to have my videos as a resource in the years to come for people who have been damaged, have been hurt, have been exploited, defrauded, and abused, both from rank makers and from multi-level marketing companies in general, because the concepts are the same. A cult is a cult is a cult.